I just want to show you something kind of cool. If you followed my stuff for a while, you'll know I shoot a lot of stuff on my phone, right? And I used to work at this company, Lemuro, who were like, they're like a bit like Moment, where they make lens connections for your phone and cases and stuff. And anyway, during that, I got to know Eric. Eric was the guy behind Lemuro. I've got to know him over the years, and we stay in contact, right? He's always got really cool ideas, and he's always bringing out new stuff. And he sent me a bunch of stuff here the other day. He just sent it to me to dick about with because it's really, really cool. Okay, where's my other camera? Two things. We'll just put a bigger lens on, sorry. He has all these cool ideas. He's got this page and a YouTube channel called Travel 9 to 5. I'll link it below if you want to go check it out. And this is one of the ideas, right? It's called the tech wrap. I had an idea of what I thought it was, and then it arrived. Just open up and I'll show you. Basically, it's a cloth with a wee elastic pulley. And I was like, I got it, and I was like, what the hell is this? What is this thing? But then when I got to play with it, I was like, actually, this is really quite cool. For me personally, my vibe on this is it's not the kind of thing you're going to use all the time, but there's moments, there's little moments, and if you've been in one of these moments like me, you'll be like, actually, that would be super handy. It's kind of like a velvety, microfibery kind of vibe on one side, and then the other side is like a waterproof material, right? See? Like that, waterproofy, velvety kind of-y thing. So the idea is that you can clean the camera, but then also protect it from the elements. Okay, you can't wrap it in this and throw it in a river. That's not going to help. So like your camera goes in it, you wrap it up like a little wrap, and that goes over the front of it and protects it. Okay, I was like, yeah, that's cool. You could use it like that, which is kind of how they show you in some of the videos. I've done little research on this, but the first thing I did with it was this, and I was like, that's actually quite handy. Check it out. Put that little yoke there. Look, this is gonna annoy people, all right? Deal with it. This is not like you put it on your camera and use it like this every day. This is like for very particular things. Have you ever been in those situations where you're out and it's raining, or you're carrying a camera about and you've got maybe a strap on, not a strap on, a camera strap on. Jesus, you've got a camera strap on your camera, okay? And you're walking around outside taking some photos. And the showers are on and off, but you don't take it in and out of the bag's annoying. I always run with it in my coat, and then I'm like, pull out, that sort of stuff. Check this out. So you could just cover your camera with it. Sounds ridiculous, because you're like, what's the point? But that's waterproof, and you're cleaning your camera, your lens with it. You're drying all the shit off it, and then you're just like, bang, photos, content, and then just like, bang, back, cover it again. Like, it's the sort of thing you keep in your bag, because you can clean your camera with it while you go. I thought that was kind of cool. That's gonna get irritating, but it's like, what do you want to do? Put it in your bag? Because I get really fed up having to put things back in and out of my bag. And then the beauty of that is then that does wrap up, and you can just stick your camera back in your bag like that. It'll work in like dusty environments as well. I remember shooting a music video a couple of years ago in the Spanish desert, and my camera was covered in dust. To clean the whole thing out, that was a pain in the ass. So having something like that just strapped onto the bottom, I thought that was kind of cool. And like, look, there's a smaller version as well. That's the big one. And there's a smaller one as well, right? Which is gonna be good for like, you can wrap a drone. Where's the drone? Let's wrap a drone. Mavic Mini, all right? Already in a Sennheiser bag. But same idea with that, all right? It's a Mini, goes in, wrap it. If you've got kids and you've done diapers, you're whistling Dixie here. Boom, all right? It's being looked after. It's a multi-purpose wrap, okay? It's not like, it just can be used for a lot of stuff. Very cool. Small one, big one. Simple stuff. Multi-purpose. Throw it in your bag. I hate it when people watch me do shit like this. You ever like watching somebody else brush up, you know? Or like a broom. I can't cope. I'd confidently say I'm very good at operating a brush or a broom, and a lot of people are not. Tech wraps aside, the next thing, the playing cards. Now, I don't know about you guys. Like, I'm not a card player. I can't do any fancy tricks with cards. I play cards with my wife when we drink, right? Or when we're really bored. That's what we do. But I was never really interested in playing cards until Peter McKinnon flipped them on screen and it made them cool. Along with knives. coffee beans. And hot sauce. Sea-doos. Quad bikes. Is there anything that guy hasn't fucking made cool? Backwards cap. Oh, he's got that ready. Damn. But these cards are very, very cool. There's 3 types. There's the blue ones, the black ones, and the green ones. So the difference between the 3 of them is the blue ones are PVC coated. They're like waterproof. So for most of us mugs who are going to probably destroy them, the waterproof one's going to be good. The black ones are like normal cardistry card stock. So if you've played cards with decent cards, that's what they are. And the green ones are like casino quality. So like, they're the shit. Here's what's so cool. Eric is a photographer and a video creator. So he's one of, if you're like me, he's one of us, right? And you can see it immediately when you look at the box. The design on the box is all based around cameras, and that is what the cards are all about. So you've got normal aces, right? But your king, he's got a camera in his hand, as does your queen, as does your jack, all right? But then all the rest of the stuff has all got like information about photography. The difference in sensor sizes. Who doesn't want to argue about crop versus full frame versus medium format versus micro four thirds versus ABS? So there's that. Things like depth of field. We got exposure intervals, your exposures, your shutter speeds. Like some of it's like really useful information. Like stuff that you can actually learn from. Loads and loads of different pieces of information. Very, very, very cool. You can put that in your bag. If you want to play a game of cards with your mates, you can do that because that's what they are. But you can also learn stuff along the way, and it's kind of useful. Like, the longer you take photos, the more you learn of all the stuff. But there's been times where, like, I know when I was learning, I used to write stuff down in books and have all this sort of stuff written down with me to learn from, and that's kind of how I learned. But that's, I mean, that was a world of film where you didn't really have options. But hey, I think it's really cool. Covers things like rule of thirds, rule of odds, framing, horizons, leading lines, all that sort of stuff. Just like really, really cool and informative, and just packed into a really nice quality, nice feeling pack of the cards. So that's, you know, they're all the same. You just gotta basically pick the pack that you want. Most people are gonna probably want these ones, the blue ones, because they're waterproof and we're probably gonna wreck them. The PVC ones feel better than most cards. I mean, any packs of cards I have are like holiday cards. Some things I've bought in some supermarket somewhere and they're shit, and they're all like dog-eared and bent and broken, and you know, so that's PVC, like standard cardistry card stock, and then casino quality. So I mean, massive shout out to Eric for sending me the stuff over. I got a couple of extra packs I'm gonna give away on my Instagram. So if you're watching this video within like the first week of it going up, then head over to my Instagram, Dill Takes Photos, and there'll be something there about how to win them, all right? Because they're kind of cool, and I want to share them with other people. You might play cards more than me. Cards are one of those things, it's kind of just cool to have one in your car, in your van, or in your camera bag, so that if you are sitting down and you've got a bit of time to kill, or you're traveling, or you're on a train, or something like that on a plane, it's cool to have a pack of cards. So why not have a pack of cards that are relevant to an interest of yours, and also something that you can learn from? I think that's kind of cool. So yes, big shout out to Eric for sending me those over. That's the photography playing cards, and then the tech wrap things. I've only got 2 of those, so I'm gonna use those. Sorry. Yeah, I'll link his thing there, Travel 9 to 5 below, and if you want to go take a look, check it out. And have a watch of his YouTube videos, because he does like loads of cool, useful, techy, geary, opinion-y, experience-based videos that you might find super interesting. This has been another video of we're not talking about gear video. I never really cared much for things like for playing cards, but we'll blame Peter McKinnon. I now buy knives because that guy. So now we got playing cards. What's next? I have a fucking gold pirate coin. Maybe.